Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Adam here, aka the Sound Scotsman, and this is Smart Souls episode 18. So for any of you that missed episode 17, this is a continuation. So you would probably be better just to go back and watch episode 17. For everybody else, let's go get this blacksmith, shall we? Remember we got that little door opened the last time. Notice you can come out here and roll down onto that ledge, and then roll onto the ledge after it. But that's not what we're doing just now. We are going to get that piece of treasure that has been bothering us. Oh, I've just done it again. Came out the same way I went in. Pay attention, Adam, pay attention. Oh, that is the answer, actually. That's exactly what we have to do. Go, just step off, and then roll. And that's it. Ta-da! Great scythe. Now, I am absolutely in suspense as to how much dex we need for that. So, I'm going to have to just check that out, so just indulge me. Yes, only 14 dex. That is absolutely brilliant news. Okay. That takes us to the Black Knight, doesn't it? Yes, let's actually. Yeah, we're going down. I know it's taking us to this horseshoe. Okay, so there's no treasure up that way, anyway. So let's go in and get our covenant finished off. Well, started and finished, all in one go. So, remember I said we're going to need 10 Eyes of Death. We're going to head that way afterwards. We need 10 Eyes of Death. Well, you could get away with only 7 if you were willing to fight this Titanite demon, because he's protecting 3 pieces, but I don't like fighting that particular one in this particular location, so I'm actually going to give that a miss. But you can see behind him he has treasure. That's 3 Eyes of Death, so feel free to take him out and take those 3 if you didn't want to farm all 10 Eyes of Death. But yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I might do it off camera, but I'm not willing to do it right now. This takes ages, but it will happen. You need 1 Eye of Death to actually make this happen. There we go. So if you don't have at least 1 Eye of Death, you cannot do this. You would obviously have to kill that Titanite demon. Yes. Another thing, you can actually only access this covenant while the boss Gravelord Nito is still alive. And there he is there. When you come down and kill him, there will actually be a bonfire here, so you could actually warp down there. But then you wouldn't be able to use the covenant, because he's not here. Anyway, let's enter the covenant. Yes, we will. Ta-da! Gravelord Sword and Miracle Gravelord Sword Dance. The Miracle sucks, But that sword is really, really cool, and it is also required for the Knight's Honour trophy. So it's important that we get it. Offer Eyes of Death, yes. All 10, please. And that's it. Miracle Gravelord Greatsword Dance. So, that's more miracles off the list. Like I said before, we're going to get every miracle. As well as every sorcery, pyromancy, blah 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 blah. And the weapons, of course, for Knight's Honour trophy. Okay, so before I keep getting sidetracked, before we go for that blacksmith, but we have more important things to deal with. Don't think there was anything there, but see, there's that skeleton there climbing the ladder. Just wait for him. Oh, and his mate. That's it. Killed both of them. Just go straight down. Oh, no, no, no. Didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Nope. Oh, I was blocking there. That was a little unfair. Ooh. Huh. Oh, come on. Let me have the backstab, will you? Oh, dear, 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 dear. Well, I made it here again, guys. It was probably a little bit of a blessing in disguise, really. The Black Knight is down there that killed me before. But I wasn't really ready to take him on quite just yet. Of course, down this way takes us to the two necromancers. No, one necromancer, two skeletons. And the Black Knight, actually, as well. He's also here. What would be better to do is actually... There's a little bit of hidden body. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I do want that drop though. I very much want that drop. Because it's probably a skull lantern. So, it doesn't matter if I die. Yes, I got the skull lantern. It's a guaranteed drop from, oh, fudge. This is very, 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 very dangerous. I cannot believe I got out of that alive. Up the ladder. Whoo. The reason is I actually wanted to have more than one skull lantern. It's a guaranteed drop off after you kill every single one. of the pinwheels. Aha. Treasure. Soul of a proud knight. Excellent. Right, okay. So this is where the Black Knight was originally, but he obviously jumped down there and followed me. But I'm now going to homeward bone back out, and we're going to go down and actually get the shortcut opened. And the blacksmith. So obviously killing that Black Knight is just a bonus. It doesn't really matter too much. But killing the necromancer, of course, that's quite important, because you obviously want to kill every single necromancer in the game, so that later on, if you ever want to come back, it's not, you can use any sword you want. You don't have to rely on something a bit rubbish to get you through the game. So yeah. I don't think they'll follow us. We have a shortcut to finally get opened. Of course, that little bit where the Black Knight was, where he took us down to the bottom, where I killed the two skeletons and the archer, the two skeleton archers and the necromancer. That's how, if for some reason you wanted to start the game and come down to the catacombs first, that would be your way back out. Yeah, I know. That is crazy. Why would you start with the catacombs? I know. I agree with you. By the way, you just step off that. You don't roll, you just step off. There we are. Lovely. Some people do as some sort of a speedrunning challenge, or to get overpowered and things like that within a short period of time. They do actually come down to the catacombs first, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, this is the only way to get this blacksmith opened. He knocks a hole in the wall, as you're about to see. That's the only way to get that wall opened on ground level.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Well, in Dark Souls, the original one, all you had to do was light a bonfire. Like that. And not rest at it. And then you could homeward bone away. But then you would be able to warp to that said bonfire, because this is a warpable bonfire, you know, that one that I just lit. Obviously, if you're in New Game Plus, you can't do it, but see if it's called warp. Huh. Nope, it did not work. Okay, so they changed it. With Dark Souls Remastered, you cannot just light a bonfire and then warp back to it. You have to actually rest. So, let my mistake be your lesson. So, I went back down to the blacksmith and got that opened, and then climbed back out of the catacombs from the bottom part. Now, essentially all you do is go from the blacksmith, hang a left, run along up the ladder where the two archer skeletons were, and the necromancer that gave us that skull lantern. But if you're struggling with that, then I'll have a separate clip on my channel. It'll be just next to this video. It'll be called Getting Back Out of the Catacombs. So you could just watch that if you're having any issues with it. Remember, obviously, that in episode 11 of Smart Souls, we sneakily picked up the large flame ember. So you can trade that in with Vamose and make yourself a nice large flame weapon. I'm personally going to use the great scythe for that. But anyway, I didn't want to I didn't want to do that on film because if you struggle with your directions in the game, then probably you may need to watch it more than once. So a separate clip was probably the way to go. Likewise, I don't want to bore anybody that does know the way out. Right, no cheesy tactics for him. I've also put on the spell Cast Light. I don't need it right now, but I just did that while I was at the bonfire, just so I don't forget. That's going to take place... We're going to need that at the very, very end, after we kill the boss. Because we're not actually just killing the boss and homeward boning out. We're actually going to go and grab the first bonfire in the Tomb of the Giants. Because of what a pain it is to actually get here in the first place. So we may as well actually get a warpable bonfire so we don't ever have to come back down to the Catacombs. Except for the Blacksmith, of course. But we can just warp to the Blacksmith, use him, and then warp away again. I'm just checking if there is a piece of treasure. No, there isn't. Oh well. But we do have the Darkmoon seance ring down here, and we also have the miracle, the secret miracle that's down here. A couple of large skeletons as well. I wouldn't be surprised if there is still one necromancer alive. In fact, there must be. There must be one necromancer still alive, and he must be upstairs. Darkmoon seance ring, perfect. Now we can get that boss opened in Anor Londo, should we want to. Down here, this is where we're going. It's coming back to me now. Okay. This is a bit of a labyrinth of a... Ah, there we go. It's getting a bit hairy in there. There we go. Now we can kill him at our leisure and he can't get away. Now, did he drop? No, he didn't. So it looks like we're only getting one skull lantern. Bit unfortunate, but hey ho. What can we do? Come on, give me that tranquil walk of peace. Aha. Right, so don't fall down right away. There we go, tranquil walk of peace. There we go, little mini shortcut. Bit of an ambush, mind you, but doesn't matter if we die. We got what we really wanted, which was that ring and that miracle. In hindsight, what I probably should have done was, after grabbing the miracle, tranquil walk of peace, just homeward bone back to the bonfire and came down this way. So that's what you should do. Just homeward bone after the tranquil walk of peace, come here, over the bridge, and then just drop down. Lovely. And attune your spells, of course. Cast light being the main thing. Full control obviously being useful as well. If you don't have cast light because you're a cleric, then don't worry. That skull lantern will do. It's just for a little cheeky extra bit, that's all. That's all it is. Anyway, down we go. Little piece of treasure here. Remember, you probably seen it in the distance and wondered what it was. Come on, Leroy. He's a brilliant help to us. because of those bone wheel skeletons. That's why I recommended hidden body as well for climbing back out of the catacombs. Actually, from here you can probably see the view. The blacksmith is basically just in that little corner, and then you just run up that way, and that takes you back to where the ladder is. Not really worth it, that piece of treasure. Oh, Paladin Leroy. I got the whole point in getting Paladin Leroy was so that he would deal with these bloody skeleton bone wheels. Bone wheel skeletons, that's what they're called. But I'm actually going to just run away like him. And it's finally time for the boss fight. This is my favourite boss fight in the entire game. It's so easy because you could theoretically come here at the start of the game. But I like it because at the end of the fight you get a prize. You get a prize. You don't know which one it'll be, but it'll be one of 3 masks. Either the mask of the child, the mask of the father, or the mask of the mother. Geronimo. That's the 3 masks there. The father's the brown one, the child was the top one, and the mother was the middle one. Look at that. I mean, the illusory ones. I could just kill him with a sword, I mean it's not exactly hard. There we go. Paladin Leroy, of course, gets a little bit confused by the whole thing. And the right to kindle in. Lovely. Any homeward bones. All good stuff. 15 grand. And way the prize. What did we get? This is the interesting part. Mask of the Child. Lovely. I do love that. Okay, so hang on folks, we've got a bit more to do. This is where the spell comes in handy. And the Ring of Sacrifice, remember we got that at the start of the episode. It was purely because I knew we'd be handling a lot of souls by this point. And I don't want to risk dying and losing them all. So here we go. We're a bit under leveled to actually do this area properly. There is a soul item around here. I think it might be worth quite a lot of money actually, so let's just quickly snag that. There we go. We've seen that on the way to the boss fight. Soul of a Proud Knight, so that's 3,000 souls. Better than nothing, folks. I feel like it should be Soul of a Brave Warrior at least, but no such luck. Is this the way? No. Yes. Yes, this is the way. Yeah. These guys do pack a punch. They're very dangerous. So really we should be coming down here with that plus 15 sword. But, well, you know, it's Smart Souls, so we try and do things as sensible as we can. And do you fancy really going back past those pinwheels again? Without Paladin Leroy? Nah, I thought as much. The Sunlight Maggot is what we really would have wanted for this. Yeah, we'll come back and we will get them properly later, when we actually come to this area for real. But for the time being, we just want that bonfire. And I see him and I see his treasure, but it's not anything important. Okay? So we just have to survive long enough to actually make it to the bonfire. And not try to get too sidetracked with the treasure. Everything important I will get for us when we come back naturally. Old trusty Patches. Do not speak to him right now. Whatever you do. There we are, we're at the bonfire. We've got it lit. We can warp back here when we're ready to do Tomb of the Giants. And that is pretty much it, folks. Actually, if you hang about, I'll show you that video I was talking about earlier. I'll show you how to get out of the catacombs as a little bonus. But for everybody else, cheerio for now, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, so this is how we get out of the catacombs from the bottom level and climb up. So I'm using a little bit of cheeky hidden body here. Give me a slight advantage. So we're just hanging a left, dodging the bone wheels, find this little cave. Two archers is there behind me. This ladder here. Through we go. Two skeletons here. The Black Knight, of course, was underneath where we are now. And of course, now we are at the part where the Titanite demon is. Over there in the corner. You can tell where you are probably already. If you look to that side, see that sort of a horseshoe shape. Okay, it's not going great. That'll help. Thank you, Magical Skull. Ooh. Anyway, try not to get too distracted by treasure. Lovely. So that's obviously where the Darkmoon seance ring is, and the Tranquil Walk of Peace miracle. Up here, and across the bridge, and we're at the bonfire. And obviously, you know where you are from there. You could easily just follow the paths and climb out all the way to Firelink Shrine. So, thanks very much for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next video. I've been the Sound Scotsman. Ciao for now. Okay, Easter egg hunters. It's time to show you what this ring does. The Darkmoon Seance ring. Yep, that disappears. Now we have a brand new covenant down there. Slash boss fight. But anyway, we'll delve upon that in the future. For now, this is the real ending. Cheerio, and we'll see you in episode 19.